Welcome to the Hall of Fame Open. I'm Blair Henley, joined today by tournament chairman Todd Martin, and he is, of course, also the CEO of the International Tennis Hall of Fame. And we have lots of players to cover with you today, but I want to start with perhaps the most important thing. Todd, we are back here playing tennis on a tournament week. How special is this?
We've been back in the office for 13 months now. However, there is something really special about having professional tennis come back, having the induction ceremony happen again. It's been a really somber year and a half for everybody in the world, and this place shines no matter what, but it hasn't shined as bright as it will in the next week.
Well, we are so excited to see the action on the tennis court. We want to talk about some of the players who are arriving in Newport this week, starting off with the top seed, Alexander Bublic. We were introduced to him here in Newport in 2019. A lot of fans here may never have seen him play before. He ends up reaching the final, such a colorful personality. He came in that week ranked 83. He is coming back 2 years later, ranked 38 in the world. Other than the unexpected, what can we expect from Alexander Bublic?
I think the fact that he does some things in a very creative way, and he's very loose in the way he plays, and obviously very relaxed in the way he competes, but his meat and potatoes is really good. He's got some garnish around the sides and not any type of a flash in the pan. It was not a surprise that he did well here a couple of years ago. And it's certainly not been a surprise that he's followed it up with good results since.
So Bublic, of course, from Kazakhstan. We also have lots of Americans in the draw this week. 7 Americans as it stands right now, maybe more after Qualies concludes. Stevie Johnson, a former champion here. We have Jack Sock. We have Denis Kudla, fresh off a match against Novak Djokovic on center court at Wimbledon. Of those guys, who stands out to you?
It's hard to look past Steve from the standpoint of he's won here before, but there's also Sam Querrey, who's our second seed, and Sam's been around for so long and continues to do well year over year over year. But I do look at our wild card entry of Jack Sock. I think he's eager, he's been preparing, and he looks like he's in great shape.
We also have a couple of tall, big servers in the draw, as we often do. You mentioned Sam Querrey, he's one of them. As a fellow tall guy who at one point played on grass, we have Kevin Anderson and Ivo Karlovic, of course, also a former champion here. It's got to be a nice benefit coming in on this surface.
Yeah, I don't think I've been here for a tournament where I wasn't like 4th or 5th tallest person on the property. So the game of tennis is generally played both high and low. And the great tall tennis players do a really good job of managing what is low. And I would suspect that both Ivo and Kevin will do that quite a bit.
Todd, thank you so much for joining me, and you can see all the action here at the International Tennis Hall of Fame this week. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels or check out halloffameopen.com.